Hi kids. Alright, normally I like to do this next little demo actually with students actually walking on a table. But since I don't have any students, we're going to use this simulation here. But so imagine that all these little charges moving around, these are going to be my people. This is a high table, this is the floor. I know yesterday you guys talked about one of the analogies that I really like, which is the water analogy. I just want to use this as another analogy to try to help and make sure that you guys understand the basics of circuits. But the first thing to point out to you guys is that if you notice that there's the high potential level and then there's the low potential level. If there is no potential difference between these two, then the charge wouldn't flow. So this right here is going to act like a battery. What a battery does is it takes the charge and moves it from a low potential to a high potential. You can see my little water wheel, like we talked about. This is my resistor, and it's taking it from a high potential and lowering the potential level. So that's number one. You have to understand what a battery actually does, what a resistor does. So a battery increases the voltage level. A resistor decreases the voltage level. Another thing that I just want to make sure you guys understand is that if you notice, if you see the charge here, you can see that the charge is already all over in the wire. That some people think when they go and they flip a switch on, they think that the charge zips out of the outlet and then to the light bulb or whatever. That's not the case either. What actually happens is that the charge is already in the wire, and when you flip the switch, then you're supplying the energy to move the charge. So some people think that the power company sells this charge. They don't. The power company actually sells us the energy to move the charge. So they're selling us the energy to move the charge. Let's see. This is representing a direct current or DC current. DC current is current that flows only in one direction. So it flows around like this. DC current is what you get out of a battery. Out of an outlet, you get what's called alternating current or AC current. AC current would, if I was to show it, now this simulation I can't show it with, but you would have the charge go this way, and then you'd immediately have the charge go back this way, and then go this way, and then go back this way, and then go this way, and then go back this way. So the charge goes back and forth. DC charge flows around direct current, and alternating current, AC, the charge flows back and forth. Actually, with your outlet, the charge flows back and forth 60 times a second. So it goes back and forth 60 times a second. Let's see. The final thing that I wanted to point out to you guys, I want to talk about why a bird is safe if it lands on a wire. Some people think a bird is safe if it lands on a wire because the wires have insulating, rubber over them. They don't. Okay, that would be way too much. They are bare wires. The reason that a bird is safe on a wire is, imagine if I have a bird landing. Okay, if I have a bird that lands right here. So here is my bird. It is going to land with its feet. And there's my bird. Minor to art. But if you guys take a look, if this bird lands right here, and what's the potential difference between that bird's feet? Well, the potential difference between that bird's feet is nothing. So if there's no potential difference, no current will actually flow through that bird. If the bird landed down here, again, there's no potential difference, so that there's no current that would flow through that bird. If, however, the bird landed with 1 foot up here and 1 foot way down here, then there would be a potential difference, and that bird would actually, the current would flow through it, and you would have fried bird. Typical power lines look something like this. Where there are two wires that go like this. They go like this. The two wires go like this. Well, if you touch one of those wires, you're going to be safe as long as you don't touch the other wire or touch the ground, because there's no potential difference. But if you were to grab, so like if I was to hold onto a wire like this, so I'm holding on one wire, I'm going to be okay. But if I reach over and I grab the second wire, so I'm hanging on each wire, now I'm going to get fried because the charge is going to flow through me. So that is why a bird is safe on a wire. Hopefully, let me just make sure. We talked about why the charge doesn't travel really fast. It's actually the effect that travels real fast. We talked about why a bird is safe on a wire. We talked about what a battery does. We talked about what a resistor does as far as lowering the voltage. We talked about what DC is, what AC is, and we talked about what the power company sells you. So I think we got everything. All right, bye kids.